Whoa, I'm doing it. There's now at least 20-second overlap. Look at yourself. Talking to both at the same exact time. Where does one end and the next one begin? You'll never even know. Because if you're watching this one first, you won't even know that this one exists. Unless I label that it exists, and that it's two parts. Or you're watching this one first going, what the fuck are you talking about? I guess you just have to find out. I don't deny how smart I am. I don't deny that, like, the word genius doesn't even compute anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna say that somebody can't, like, overtake me in a fucking logic battle. Sure, whatever, man. I don't know. Whatever. I love losing. It's how we learn. Whoa, I just had this great idea. I wish I had more arms. I could hold multiple phones all at once, get all the different angles. I don't know, when I was holding the phones up against each other like that before, I was having this thought of like feedback. Have you ever played an instrument like into an amp, like the feedback that comes back? Where the instrument is feeding off of the audio vibrations, the audible vibrations of the speaker, which then filter back through the speaker, and it just gets louder and louder until it's fucking ear piercing. And it sounds like everything's gonna explode. Watch the feedback. No, I thought that was cool because it was like I was existing in 3 different realities all at once. I was existing in the reality of the phone in my left hand, I was existing in the reality of the phone in my right hand, and I was existing in the reality that I was holding both phones at the same time. It's not gonna be so mind-blowing to the simpletons, but wow, I had no idea you were such an asshole. I don't think I hide it. And I don't think it's me being an asshole either. That's a whole other thing. I can see how it could be perceived that way, but you gotta hear some of the shit that goes on in other people's heads. At least I get it out. I don't hold that shit in. I don't know, where do you want to go now? My mom made an extra burger, which I ate, but I'm still kind of hungry. I love you. I love you too. I wonder what kind of I believe in divine partners. That there's like one person that every person is like kind of destined to meet and have a partnership with. I believe that. Like someone who embodies like the perfect counterbalance to the other person. And I believe that that person exists. I believe there's a perfect counterbalance to me. And right now, the way the storyline is playing out in my head is that right now, that person's not physically right there. Well, I mean, that one person physically isn't there because I'm taking up the space for both. You ever see Spaceballs? I'm a mog. I'm my own best friend. Me too. I tell all the best jokes that make me laugh the best. I have all the best stories that impress the fuck out of me. I have the deepest feelings that really touch me. I have a really pretty face. Now we're gonna walk a completely different way than normal. I don't like coming back here, by the way. I feel like everybody's watching me. I don't think there's anybody here. Oh, dude. There's a sushi place. You wanna get sushi? Bruh. I want some fucking sushi for breakfast. It can't take too long though, because I gotta get back. I have an idea. Well, typically what'll happen is, once I finish recording these, I go home. And then I start uploading them via the phone. But rap looks like shit. But I just started utilizing my laptop because it takes like fucking 2 hours to upload one fucking video? Like, god damn, man. And then on top of that shit, on this one, it'll upload for fucking 2 hours. I'll do something on my phone, I'll change a song. I might go out for a cigarette, answer text, pick up a phone call. Not that I get many phone calls. I don't get any phone calls, actually. But then the fucking thing starts over from scratch. And it's like all the progress you just made. Where'd it go? Yeah, I know. Something got in the way of the upload, and then I had to restart all over. Science. I kind of can't wait for this place though. It's called Lil Saigon. Lil, L-I-L. This road is loud. Ah, fuck me. That's... Get to my other walking spot. It's like, it's all the way down there. I haven't done anything today. This has been what I've done all day. This actually feels like a non-productive day. I hope tomorrow doesn't go like that. But at the same time, I mean, it's not that bad. This is probably more productive than most people get done at work. I love my job. What are you talking about? I know you do. I know you love your job. I'm sure you'd love your job too if they were to take your paychecks away and you had to donate your time instead. The fuck would I do that for? Exactly. It's not even like the money they're paying you is actually worth shit. That's not true. I'm sorry, money. I'm sorry, money. I'm sorry, money. I'm not entirely wrong. You know it. Oh, God, I love this song. Surgical Meth Machine. I am sensitive. No, I'm actually I'm envisioning a version of myself where I wake up in the morning and I actually do eat sushi for breakfast. But not fresh sushi, but the sushi from the night before. That's been hardening up to perfection. But there's a lot of it in this vision because I got like a sushi boat the night before. So it was like a copious amount of sushi that not only filled me, but then also left enough over that it was like, yo, I'm gonna eat the shit out of this first thing in the morning. When I first moved out with the lady that I would eventually get married to, it was the first time I didn't live with my family. I had absolutely no experience. But I fucking said it from right from the get-go. Like, ain't nobody telling me what time to go to bed. Ain't nobody telling me when I can stop eating ice cream. And motherfucker, I'm gonna eat all the candy in bed that I motherfucking want. I drank Captain Morgan and Coke every fucking day for a year and a half. On the weekends, throw some cocaine in there, some painkillers, even methadone. I don't even do heroin. I did when I was younger. I mean, I did a couple times, but a friend of my neighbor sold it. It was one of those like, hey, fuck it, when in Rome, right? I mean, was it good? I don't know. Got me all fucking zonky. Loop-de-loop. I know the next day, there was one day, well, I mean, it's happened more than once, but there was one time. Well, how do you do methadone? You take it comes in like in a wafer, and then you break it into fours, and then you take one of the wedges and you put it in a bottle of water. You shake it up, and you drink it. It looks delicious. It looks like orange soda, but orange soda is not. Nor does it taste like orange soda whatsoever. It's actually like real heavy, real dopey, if that makes sense. Well, yeah, I mean. But there's one night, I think it was one of the first nights. It might have actually been our first night in the apartment. I think we went in on like one, possibly 2 8-balls with a friend of ours. Nice bottle of rum. And then my aforementioned neighbor got some painkillers too. It's popping those, drinking, doing lines. I remember thinking that night, if this doesn't kill me, I don't know what the fuck else will. But keep shoveling it in. Now, mind, as far as I understand, as far as I'm aware, I didn't die. Because I woke up the next day and I started drinking as soon as I woke up. Because my ex-wife slash roommate at the time, my future ex-wife slash roommate slash baby mama, she would work on Saturdays. So I'd probably wake up, I'm in the graphic industry, so I'm working all fucking week long like a goddamn animal. So on the weekends, I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know nothing. I just want to get fucked up. I want to play my fucking video games, and I just want to get more fucked up and just destroy everything. Break shit, smash shit, break myself, beat the dog. But I remember she came home that night, and I think I might have drank more of the methadone while she was at work. But I know we went out drinking. She got all sexied up, and we went out drinking, and my body was just so fucked up at that point. I think I ended up throwing up on her foot. It's not even regular puke either, like some black tar just fucking came out of me. I couldn't even make it to the fucking bathroom. It just. I believe my body grew back stronger every time. I mean, I was just talking with my mom about this the other day. She's a believer that if you drink, drinking kills your brain cells. I don't know about that. I don't think that's actually true. And if it is, they grow back. You don't grow back! I don't know. I somehow got smarter over time. So, I mean, I was demonstrating how to like grow new neural pathways the other day. A good way to start is to start jerking off with your left hand or playing with yourself. Well, I don't, whatever part you got. Use your left hand instead of your right hand. Use the hand that you don't normally use, or double it up. Because by using your non-dominant hand, what you're doing is you're firing up your non-dominant hemisphere of your brain and having it do things that it isn't normally used to doing. But then you also have that pleasure receptor, that pleasure center aspect of it. So like you're actually rewarding your brain for doing something that it wouldn't normally do, which makes it want to do it more. And the more that you use, for instance, your left hand, no, that's not what I did. I experimented with it, but that's not my secret sauce. I write lefty and righty. Homebrew ambidextria. When you work in the fields of witchcraft and astrology, when you do cool shit, when you do cooler shit than everybody else, like, you gotta use the other side of your brain that's not being activated. It helps to have as much processing power and computing speed as you can. So it's kind of like, it's like upgrading your own brain. Just because you ignore the motherfucker and you don't use it right, or don't use it at all, doesn't mean that it doesn't have functionality. Any brain can come back to normal, and it can be enhanced. I believe, unless mine's just special. I mean, that's also possible. I can't say it's not. I can't say that I'm like just a unique case. I'm not familiar with other people like me. And my inside voice is already telling me, it's like, trust me, there ain't nobody like you. I believe that. Ice cream? Maybe. They got good ice cream there. But I don't know if I want ice cream in them. I feel like I want something like more full. Where the fuck are you getting all this money from? Oh. Uncle Hugo gave it to me. Why? Because he owed me money, that's why. And I told corporate to suck my dick, give me my money. Not in those exact words, but I stretched it out a little bit. But I said enough to send a very clear message. If you don't want to see me turn into a spoiled fucking brat, give me my shit. I didn't say that either, but that I feel was a little bit closer to the actual message that I sent. I'm about to stomp my fucking feet so hard that they're gonna feel it in Germany. Oh, they already did. Again. I feel like I'm constantly picking on Uncle Hugo, but I'm really not. I love Uncle Hugo. You hear all the pain that you cause your family. About that. No, of course my family has no idea about this. It would probably crush them to see this side of me. Either that or they would see it and go, I fucking knew it, that son of a bitch. That someone a bitch. Just as much as the fucking devil as his father. More. Shit like that scares me. What just came out right there, like that's even that got me like, huh? But 12th house, Leo. If you saw my chart, it would make sense. If you know how to read the charts. My 12th house has fucking got got the sun, Mercury, and the North Node all fucking crawling all over each other. And then on top of that, if you want to get into some transit shit, Lilith is there right now too. And me and Lilith, we got a thing. Lilith energy is my favorite energy. I love it so much. It's delicious. Diddly doodly. And then on top of that, fucking Mars just entered Leo yesterday. Venus is gonna be there in a couple days. Week and a half. And then those two are gonna fucking hold hands all the way through. And then they're gonna catch up with Lilith, and that's gonna be hot as fuck. And then on my birthday, oh my god, there's so much, I totally forgot about that. Now, on my birthday, the sun and Lilith are conjunct. It's right there. It's delicious. And then on the 15th, the sun's going to be right on top of Juno. I just learned about Juno a couple weeks ago. So I'm excited to see what happens now that I'm aware of it. The thing about astrology is you have to be... The first step to learning astrology is to understand that it's actually happening. I'm not a big fan of books. I'm not a big fan of astrology books. they all say kind of like the same. Then they don't all say the same thing, but a lot of them say the same thing. Use keywords and concepts that just kind of like. Hey guys, it's not so much that I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, it's been a while since I read one of those. I've read quite a few since that aren't the average astrology book that help me see things clearer. So who knows? Maybe one of those books. Well, I mean, I did do that clash with Tawny twice. And they're good starting points. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm really into getting my Gemini side open. I'm just like, I think I have a lot of Geminis that popped up into my life as soon as I started healing this fucking Taurus wound of mine. Once I started to learn how to utilize my Taurus energy, then just this whoosh, influx of fucking Gemini started popping in. My lady friend, it's me of magic. It's Amber from today. It's Tori. Sophie. Hasiera. Oh, Miss Shimp. This is all like a fucking year and a half. These are all new people too, so it's just like, whoa, boom, 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 boom. But the best way to learn about a sign and the best way to like kind of integrate a sign and turn on a sign within yourself is to interact with someone of that particular sign, because they may realize it or not, but they're demonstrating the characteristics of those signs. And if you know what you're looking at, and you can recognize that it's just a reflection of yourself, then it's just about facing it and going, yeah, that's me. I can see it. That's all me. I mean, it's a back and forth thing. It's not just like a fucking take and don't give. It's a give and take. But if the other person doesn't see it to take it, stuff that one down in your subconscious. You can come back to it later. I just like to get things out of the way now. It just helps me kind of like focus. That's why I'm not like so consumed with how do you say it? Shit I don't need to be fucking concerning myself with. It's like, how do you say that? Like, your shit's not my shit's not your shit. But your shit is a reflection of my shit that I'm not looking at yet. So sometimes other people help bring out my shit. That's why I like things that trigger the shit out of me. Hey, man. One of the best lessons I ever got in astrology was watching an hour's worth of astrology skeptic videos. Which seems kind of counterintuitive, but it's actually more intuitive than you would realize. Because it forced me to have to face my own insecurities with what I was doing, what I had accomplished up until that point, and also to recognize, holy shit, no wonder I'm questioning myself so much. These guys have no idea what the fuck they're even talking about. They're just repeating each other. After an hour, you start hearing the same shit over and over again. You start to realize, like, all right, you know what? The last time I heard new information was like 6 videos ago. Maybe I'm not the problem. I accept that. But what can we take away from this? Well, no, we weren't able to answer every single question that these people would want answered in the exact way that they want it answered, because if you don't answer it exactly the way that they want it answered, then it doesn't count. It's one of those things where it's like, all right, we're going to play by my rules, and if you can't play by my rules, then you're not allowed to play. Okay. Well, I'm going to steal your rules, and I'm going to use them. I'm going to use them back. I love debating with atheists and skeptics of any kind of topic because I like to ask questions. Because once you start once you're having a conversation with somebody who knows everything, all you gotta do is just kind of ask them, like dig a little bit deeper. Something. All you gotta do is just dig it just a little bit beneath the surface, and then that's when it's like, what? Excuse me? What'd you just say? How do you know? Did you ever read a book before? Yeah. But how do you know? How do you know the Earth goes around the sun? How do you know that the Earth goes around the sun? That's an honest question. Like, how do you know? When was the last time you saw the Earth go around the sun? Did you watch a full, complete solar, heliocentric orbit? I would bet not. I've never seen it. I've never seen it happen. And I've been begging people to fucking show it to me. Just please let me see it. I just need to see it. I'm begging you. I will give you anything you want. Just please, just let me see it. This is all experiments and data and facts. No, but I want to see it. Because numbers and data and facts, it doesn't mean shit. It means something. It means something if you're going to take somebody's word for it. But it's like, human beings have this like thing where it's okay to take the word of that guy, but it's not okay to take the word of that guy. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe because it's comfortable. How you guys doing? Maybe it's because it's more comfortable to hear that side than than it is to hear the other side, because the other side is going to have to make you question everything that you are comfortable believing. And God forbid you have to question something. Oh my God. Imagine, God forbid, you have to say, I'm wrong. I was wrong, I was wrong, I was wrong, I was wrong. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was wrong, I was wrong. Oh my God, why do you keep yelling at me? Stop yelling. Come on. Keep yelling, keep yelling. I love it. Please, give me more. Is that weird? What's weird is that you think that this is that this is actually real. Fake it till you make it. Listen, look at it like this too. And look at it like this. Is the more that we do shit like this and bring this out, the more comfortable that it is being out there. So it's like, it's always there. But eventually, and I can see it happening already. It's like, you ever see, my brother loves wine. He always loves to smell it. Like, that's how I feel right now. It's just, What I see is somebody just fucking pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing because they don't believe it. And they're going to keep on pushing and pushing, and then someone's going to say the wrong fucking thing. And they're going to get all fucked up because it's just going to go whoosh. You ever see, in X-Men? That dude, the Blob? His mutation's actually pretty genius. He absorbs kinetic energy. So, like, you can punch him, kick him, shoot him, stab him. You can do whatever the fuck you want to him, but you're not going to do anything to him. But what happens is his body absorbs the kinetic energy from the impact of whatever missile it is that comes into contact with his person. And it charges him up to return that same kinetic energy. Kind of like Newton's third law. Like every action has an equal or opposite reaction. So when you like fucking clip the blob in the face, his body just absorbed all that kinetic energy, and he's gonna come back with a pow. But I kind of see that same characteristic with me. A really cool trick I learned is called return to sender. And a return to sender spell is you don't have to do anything. Perfectly honest. Like, all you gotta do is just sit there and take it. And the person themselves, they don't need to be right in front of you either. It could be a psychic attack. People send psychic attacks all the time, not even realizing that they do it. People cast black magic spells without even realizing that they do it. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Because people don't know how to watch their mouths. So they don't realize what they're doing. So Father, please forgive them, for they know not what they do. My water's gone. But it also was like 3 days ago, so don't get all fucking huffy puffy over it. How do I define a psychic attack? It's like kind of like what people would call an intrusive thought. Let's say you're just going about your day and just out of nowhere, like you just feel like super fucking depressed. What's up, man? You just feel super depressed, but it's that depression is focused on one particular person, place, or thing. And it's almost like that person is inside your mind, clawing around, digging, and making you want to feel bad for everything. That's kind of like a psychic attack. So most of the time we'll distract ourselves, go on the phone, watch TV, go jerk off, eat something, go shopping. Just anything to distract from those thoughts and stuff them real deep down. But the trick, at least this is my method of doing it, I can't say this is how everyone else does it, is you just take it all. Just give it to me. Crank that bitch up, please. Depression, dial that shit up to 9,000. Anxiety, redline it. Fuck. Imposter syndrome, yeah, I want it. I'm a phony, I'm a fraud, fake, I'm a liar. I can't even fake it good. You just fucking take all that in and feel the shit out of it. To the point, well, I let it go until the point where, my inside and my outside are saying at the exact same time, I can't take this shit no more. I can't fucking do this anymore. Please, God, kill me. Please. Just some kind of fucking relief from this suffering. Emotional pain is worse than physical pain when it's happening. It feels that your insides are being fucking torn to fucking confetti. But there's a bright side to it. There's a flip side to it. Because once you start taking it all in, you just... You have to trust that the other person's going to burn themselves out eventually. Now, mind you, is it coming from another person or is it coming from inside? Probably a little bit of both. But the best defense against some shit like that is just to fucking sit and take it. Take your licking. Because chances are there's probably something, a lot more truth in what's being played out in your head than what you want to accept. But I keep on saying you. Pretend every time I say you, I'm talking about me. Because I am. Because it's like, well, I mean, realistically, you can go either way with it. It's like reflecting. How you doing, man? Kind of how mirroring. That's the word. Yeah. You mirror back to me what I need to see about myself, and I mirror back to you what you need to see about yourself. I mean, if you want to throw some brain science in there, I think there's like reflective neurons that do exactly that. It's like it kind of like your brain subconsciously or unconsciously emulates somebody else, but that's because it's already there. It's just being around that person is turning on the parts of you that's inside of them. Sometimes it's turning on the parts of you that you don't like and you like to suppress, but those parts of you that are being suppressed and you personally don't like, they don't give a fuck. It's more like, I don't give a shit if you like me or not. I'm coming out, and there's nothing you can do about it. As a matter of fact, you know what? Fight it as hard as you can. Fight it, because I can feel it. But deep down, deep down in your core, you want it just as bad as I do. You just haven't learned how to admit it to yourself yet, because it's defying some kind of self-defense mechanism that is both out of date and probably crusty and grimy as hell. As in, like, it's coming up to the surface because you need to scrub that motherfucker clean. You've been stuffing it down so long, it's covered in mildew and moss, rust, gunk. Oh, that reminds me of Toxic Soul Shine. We help you take the black out. Or put some back in. Goddamn crossroads. I want a taco. But that place is all the fucking way down there, man. How about the pizza place? There's still a lot of people over there. I kind of don't want to be around a lot of people. Oh my god! There's so fucking many of them. There's not even enough room in the goddamn human cage to keep them confined. This is why I don't like coming out here at this time of day. I like it at nighttime when there's nobody around. What were you just saying about mirroring? Touche. I love this. This is my favorite. I don't want everyone to go inside. I want everyone to stay outside and play with me. Hey there, man. That's not a camera thing. I do that always. It's a little energy transfer trick. It's good for like a quick fix. But also at the same time, it's also nice to be nice. I like being nice and friendly. Why? Because it hides that monster that you're hiding? No, absolutely not. That is the monster saying hello. How you doing? It's just a different form, I guess, different polarity. It's kind of like the difference between, like, if you think of a car battery, like the plus minus, positive negative, but it's like positive negative, but then negative positive. It's the same thing, but just mirrored. It's like literally looking in a mirror. I just reflect back to people what they're pulling out of me. Hey, how you doing? Plus, I know I have a nice smile, and it does make people feel good when a really attractive person like myself says hello to them. Hi. Make me blush. You know what I'm doing? I'm going through my memory banks right now and trying to figure out what is actually worth getting from 7-Eleven. Ice cream sandwich. I do like an ice cream sandwich. Well, yeah, this is kind of what has to happen right now. Well, also, we're in Gemini season. This is, how do you put it to a kindergartner? This is the time of year when it's a good idea to blabber on as much as you can about all the things that you love to talk about, so that you get better at doing it. And it's also good for self-reflection and polishing up your mind and keeping it sharp, because you never know when you're going to need it. Hello. Come in. Hi. That's one way to approach it. There's a couple different characteristics of Gemini that are worth like allowing out. So if you look at your birth chart, especially like a transit. Well, no, you don't even need a transit chart. If you look at your birth chart, basically what you're looking at is your personal like calendar. Like it's a 360 degree calendar that each one of those sections represents a specific time of the year. So if you look at your section in your Gemini sector, there's going to be a specific house that's attached to Gemini, or maybe two. Now, as the sun kind of goes around the earth over the course of the year, it's turning on each one of those houses for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't even worry about it. I do. Then don't even say that. Don't presume. So right now, the sun is in Gemini. My 10th house is in Gemini, which means that my 10th house is turned on right now. Oh yeah. Get anything good? Like flirting with old ladies. That's flirting? Yeah. How's your gardening going? The older gals, they love gardening. So what that's telling me is that for the next 30 days, because my 10th house ends literally on the cusp of, on the summer solstice, as a matter of fact. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense now that I'm thinking about it. But the 10th house is all about public image. It's about your career, your soul-guided career, your sacred business, your sacred career path. about the work that you put into it as well. I just noticed that myself, that my mouth keeps on doing that. Like, I mean, I've been feeling it over the past couple days, but I'm just letting it do whatever the fuck it wants. I don't know if it's always done that or if it's just something that's brand new because of what we're doing, but I do that a lot too. But I'm not really in the market to change that up. I like that part. I like everything that I'm seeing. I like the whole thing. $10, 15 minutes. So realistically, what it's kind of saying to me is like the next like 30 days or so, it's a really good time to be hyping myself up. Like this is the energy of right now for me personally, is to just hype myself up over my own shit. Because what are the Gemini twins? The Gemini twins are like two parasitic twins who feed off of each other. So yeah, take advantage of the fact that I have my Gemini turned on and fucking rock the shit out of my shit with myself, to myself. I mean, being your own cheerleader is literally the same thing as being your own hype man. Your own coach, your own all-star, your own MVP, own VIP. And it's about owning it to yourself. Listen, and when I'm out in public like this, I feel like I'm on the runway constantly. I can't help that I have a sexy gait, sexy mug. The only thing I do is like, alright, well, don't waste it, put it to use. My grandmother used to say to me all the time, you get the wall, you waste it, you waste your good looks. I don't know if that counts for me. What calls me like a baby, Leo? It's like, not a baby. I might not be able to make this through. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get at 7-Eleven. Like, what do I want? I want some oysters. I want tacos. I want like chorizo tacos. There's this joint down the street. They got this. I forget what it's called, but it's just a bowl with chorizo and cheese. Just a glob of melted cheese, chorizo. Two of my favorite things. It's oily, greasy. And it's not the best burritos in the world, but it's also not the best chorizo. I mean, if you really want to get the good chorizo, you got to go to the Columbia Marketing, pick it up. Get 2 pounds of that shit. Slit them weenies open, fry it up. Learned it from my brother. I want the red ones. I don't want the black ones. I don't know what those black ones taste like. Oh my god, I need some fucking chorizo. What's this? Sandwich. Do I want a sandwich? Yeah, fuck it. I need I need something. Famished.
Hi, sir. How are you?
How you doing, my friend? You making sandwiches or no?
Not now.
No? Alright.
I close it.
Okay. I'll be back for a sandwich another time. God damn it. I want to punch something. Because I don't want fucking 7-Eleven. That's why. What? I don't know. Like, I think I need something to gorge on. What I want is some fucking Chinese buffet. That's what I really want. I have not been to the Chinese buffet. I couldn't even tell you the last time I went. It had to have been last summer, before I found out my license was expired. So that would have been before my birthday, which was unfucking real. Yeah, but don't forget all the times you went to the buffet for free in Lancaster on Uncle Hugo's fucking dime. Don't forget about that. Yeah, but that was part of the deal. And it's not like that shit was just fucking free. I had to walk. It was a 20-minute walk. And there was days where it was fucking cold as shit. Like, nobody made you go. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying, I haven't been to this Chinese buffet. Because this Chinese buffet and that Chinese buffet are two completely different Chinese buffets. Yeah, they got the same basics, but it's the subtleties. The devil is in the details. Which one's better? I don't really like that question. I don't know, they're both different. It's a different atmosphere. Like, I mean, the ladies at this one, they get all excited when I go there. They're all friendly and stuff and smiley. I like the atmosphere. They don't got crab stuff. They don't have the crab legs. But neither did the other place. But they did have other stuff that this place doesn't have. Like they had that jalapeno chicken. That shit was good as hell. I saw that guy. Yeah, but they did have octopus in the sushi section. This place doesn't have octopus sashimi. I'll give you that. Well, I mean, I guess technically I'd go with the Lancaster one. But I still love this one. Because I have a ritual. I like to go to the mall, walk around the mall. Cat had a people face. Do you have a people face? Looks like it. I like to go to the mall, walk around the mall, browse around and stuff, look at socks. I like socks. Do a return. I love doing returns. It's so long since I got to do a return. Then you go to the bookstore. I haven't been felt called to go in a while. I'm surprised about that. Well, there it is. Let's see, in the next day or two, let's see if I get an opportunity to go to the bookstore. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to ask anybody anything. We're just going to see if it just comes up. Because I feel like, zoosh, I feel like it's coming. Yeah, I like going to the bookstore because I like buying new tarot decks, well, new oracle decks. But then I also like looking at the books and then downloading the books on my phone. Then you go to the Chinese buffet. It's like there's a whole ritual to it. But when the bookstore needs me to be there, when there's something that I need to find, it calls. Because someone will say, hey, can you go do a return for me? Do you want to go to the store? Yeah. Can we go to the bookstore? That was one day. What the hell was that one day? I was giving a lecture on fucking psychic powers. This lady was going kind of fucking bonkers and she needed some answers and she was looking at psychic books. So I started giving her like this little lecture and then this other lady came over and started watching. I love attention. I love that I say attention-worthy things too. I fucking love that. I don't need any fans because I'm my biggest fan. Like I don't think anybody could fulfill my needs like I can. But then again, I could be entirely wrong because I was saying before that I do believe that there is like I believe that there's a counter, there's an